What is the unpardonable sin? The sin that cannot be forgiven. You must understand it this way. It is the work of the Holy Spirit to convict us of sin. Sooner or later, we reach a place where we not only deny God, but we deny the voice of the Spirit speaking to our hearts. And there comes a point where we can become so hardened that we reject the promptings of God, and we therefore commit this unforgivable sin. Rossetti, who painted in the 1800s, was a great painter and a poet. And there's this one painting that gives a striking impression, and it is titled Found. The story behind the painting goes somewhere along these lines. There was this young man and young woman that just fell in love. They pledged their life and love to each other until death do them part. As she began to mix with a company of people that she had never experienced before, she was brought into areas of sin, and her life became a mess. She lost herself in the midst of that world of sin. But she knew that she could never stop loving the young man that she had grown to love so much. This young man, who had pledged his love to her, looked for her everywhere. He sought her out. Weeks would go by and months would go by, and finally, one day on Blackfriars Bridge there in England, he saw the woman that he loved, gaudily dressed, obviously torn in this plight of sexual sin and immorality. And she would have moved on by quickly, but he reached out and he grabbed her by the wrist. That which was lost was found. He would never let her go again. That's the love of God. When we give our hearts to Jesus Christ, it only proves that we can't blaspheme against the Holy Spirit who called us to believe in Jesus in the first place. That's love. That's the work of God.